Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're jumping into the gritty, high-octane world of Death Race, 2008. This adrenaline-fueled action movie takes us to a dystopian future where prisoners compete in deadly races for their freedom. With Jason Statham behind the wheel, explosive car battles, and a sinister plot, this film delivers a non-stop thrill ride. Get ready as we rev up our engines and break down the intense. In 2012, the collapse of the US economy and the subsequent increase in crime rates leads to the rise of privatized prisons. One such prison is Terminal Island Penitentiary, whose warden, Claire Hennessy, earns profits from broadcasting Death Race, a vehicular combat racing series. Throughout each event, Terminal Island inmates battle each other in specially modified, weaponized and armored cars on an enclosed track filled with obstacles and traps, with the goal of winning their freedom. In 2020, in the final round of an event, a masked driver nicknamed Frankenstein is nearing the finish line, pursued by his rival Machine Gun Joe. His navigator, Case, reports that all of his defensive weapons have malfunctioned. Against her protests, Frankenstein, who is one win away from freedom, refuses to let industrial worker and ex-con Jensen Ames struggles to support his family. When the steel mill he works at is closed, he returns home to his wife Susie and their newborn daughter, Piper. A masked assailant knocks him unconscious. Jensen wakes up with a bloodied knife in his hand, Susie dead nearby, and policemen storming into his home and arresting him. He is sentenced to life imprisonment, while Piper is placed in foster care. 6 months later, Jensen is transferred to Terminal Island Prison. Hennessy's second-in-command Ulrich calls Jensen to her office. She reveals that Frankenstein had died from injuries, and offers Jensen freedom in exchange for standing in for Frankenstein for one event. Jensen accepts the offer and meets Frankenstein's crew consisting of Coach, Gunner, and Lists. They suspect Hennessy wants him to become the new Frankenstein to regain audience and profits, which has dwindled since Frankenstein's absence. On the first day of the 3-day event, Jensen meets his navigator Case. During the race, his vehicle's defensive equipment again mysteriously malfunctions. Jensen sees Pachenko perform the same hand gesture at him as the masked assailant, and realizes Pachenko killed his wife. Distracted, Jensen is blindsided by Joe, causing him to finish last. After the race, Jensen attacks Pachenko, prompting him to admit the truth. Hennessy ordered him to frame Jensen, so she can have a replacement for Frankenstein. On the second day, Jensen threatens to eject Case unless she explains the truth about the malfunctions. Case admits she was offered release papers in exchange for sabotaging Frankenstein's car to keep him from winning. Jensen catches up to Pachenko and tricks him into slamming his car head-on into a concrete barrier. He then exits the car and snaps Pachenko's neck. Hennessy unleashes the Dreadnought, a multi-weapon tanker truck, to make the races more exciting. After the Dreadnought massacres most of the racers, Jensen works with Joe to destroy it, enraging Hennessy. The second day ends with Jensen and Joe as the only survivors. Hennessy orders Ulrich to plant a bomb underneath Jensen's car. She offers Jensen rewards to keep racing as Frankenstein, which he rejects. Jensen approaches Joe and proposes a cooperation. On the final race, Hennessy manipulates the racetrack to deprive Jensen of both offensive and defensive abilities, letting Joe freely chip away at his armor. Joe shoots a rocket at Jensen's car and misses, destroying a portion of the wall, which both cars drive through. They get to the bridge towards mainland. Hennessy activates the bomb, but it was already deactivated and removed. Pursued by helicopter to a railway depot, Jensen jumps out of the car as Case takes his place, donning the Frankenstein mask and outfit. While the pursuer capture Case, Joe and Jensen escape on a freight train. Despite the escapes, Hennessy is happy with the rating. He opens a present only to find the bomb intended for Jensen. Coach remotely detonates the bomb, killing Hennessy and Ulrich. He then turns to the audience and says, "I love this game." 6 months later, Joe and Jensen work in Mexico as mechanics, with Piper in Jensen's custody. They are soon reunited with Case. And that's it for our breakdown of Death Race. From its brutal car combat to Jason Statham's gritty performance, this film packs a punch for action lovers everywhere. What did you think of the movie? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss another breakdown of your favorite action-packed movies. Thanks for watching.